before she married Frank, who was meant to be like 20, 25 years older than her, and then she left Frank for Dave, and then left Dave for Frank, and then baby James, and so it goes on.
Sold him for £1 million.
Sold him for £1 million. But it was your stepson, Chris Tate, who proved in real life to be the man who tamed you.
Yes.
Actor Peter Amery. Well, your husband is filming 200 Miles Away.
I know.
On Emmerdale today, but we've pulled out all the stops to bring him here tonight. Oh, yes, we have.
You're joking?
No, not joking.
He said he was watching the football.
Yeah, well, he is. Tonight, please welcome Peter Amery.
Oh, no.
Now, you two met in 1989. You were already on Emmerdale. You joined as Kim Tate. But you didn't exactly, I mean, romantically hit it off to start with, did you, Peter?
No, she arrived about a month later, and I think she didn't particularly like me.
Arrogant.
Is that what you thought?
Yeah. And we sort of felt the same way about each other. It was a sort of very much a love-hate, but we better get on because we've got to work with each other. But we got over that eventually.
But eventually, obviously, you decided you wanted to get married, but you weren't too confident, Peter, were you, about asking Claire?
Well, I don't know, 15 pints of Guinness sort of makes you a bit more confident.
No. 15 pints of Guinness makes you a bit more confident about saying yes as well.
Steady, steady.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was, I used to ask her, I used to say, you know, if I asked you, you would say no. And she said, well, ask me. I'd say, well, no, because you'll say no. She said, well, you're not asking me. This used to go on for months. So eventually I came out with it. And she said, ask me in the morning when you're sober. And I slept on it, and I did. And she was so hungover that she had to say yes, just to shut me up.
Just about, yeah.
But on the set, Kim and Chris were like that, weren't they? Foul. Should we just see how foul you were to him?
I'm not in the mood for practical jokes. I want the key. Where is the key? Where is it? Do you want me to leave you there? Don't you think I would? Or shall I tell you a secret? You were right all along about Frank. I was there when he died. And I left him too. It was a heart attack. I didn't have to do a thing. See, that's the one good point about being married to an alcoholic. I don't fight back.
But all these horrible scenes that you had to do together at work, did you just keep that separate from home completely?
Oh, God,
yeah. They're fun to play.
Yeah, they're the best things to do, actually.
You're too knackered to argue when you get home. It's great. No, there's far more fun in that. It's the niceness that was hard, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that's difficult at home as well, isn't it?
Oh, listen to it. Thank you very much indeed. Peter Amery. Now, one of your passions is horse racing. Just how passionate? Just explain how passionate you are about this.
I work to pay for my horses.
You do, don't you?
Basically, yeah.
Yes. You were a member of Pony Club when you were a child, but it was your horse riding skills, you believe, that got you your job on Emmerdale.
I think so, because I was fairly limited experience within the acting side of things. So, and they did want somebody who was capable on a horse. And you do see people riding in films and on TV, and you think, they don't really know how to ride. So they did want somebody who was quite proficient. So they took us out on these horses, and Leah and I, and that was it. I think that swung it, really, at the end of the day.
Well, someone who shares that love of horses with you is an old friend from Emmerdale. He's under starter's orders now, so please welcome Fraser Hines.
Oh, all right.
Here you go.
Now, Now, you had lots of scenes, didn't you, together when you were racing? She's a daring girl.
Those were the fun days.
Oh,
wasn't
they
it?
were good days, before they killed all the horses. But the good thing about Claire is, apart from the acting, is that she is a horsewoman, which made my job a lot easier, because over the years I've done lots of scenes with actresses who at the audition said, yes, I can ride, and they obviously can't. And so I'm worried with, you know, are they going to fall off? Are they going to get run off with? But with Claire, we could just gallop up and down fields, and we've ridden all sorts of horses, haven't we?
We did Red Nose Day at Cheltenham. That was good fun,
Yeah, we
wasn't
rode at Cheltenham Red Nose Day.
Yes.
And do you remember we went up to Carlisle as well?
Fell
Those fell.
Yes. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Claire, just keep an eye on them.
No.
Please. What does this woman keep in a handbag? What newspaper?
Well, normally women carry lipstick and purse and stuff like that. It's the Racing Post.
We wish you all the best in the future with all of your runners. Thank you very much indeed. Praise the
Pleasure.
hand.
Oh, no, it's lovely.
Join us in part 2, where we hear more of the Claire King story. A woman whose first screen kiss proved to be a bit of a mouthful.
Remember the first night we spent together, the sweet magic of your lips, me watching Grand Prix special, eating shish kebab and chips. We were foolish.
Welcome back to Star Lives. Tonight, the Claire King story.
We're both very proud of Claire, aren't we? Claire has done so much and done an awful lot of very good work for which she's acclaimed. But, you know, to us, we're still our little girl.
When I first met her, I was very scared because I thought I was going to meet this big, bitchy, frightening woman. But she was so different. She was so lovely, bubbly, very friendly. There must be something wrong with her. She must have smelly feet or something. Please.
The actual first impression was somewhat daunting because she's a very powerful lady, gives a strong presence out. So I was a bit frightened of her. And
Do you think he was?
Still am.
I think that was one of his lines he's spinning there, Claire.
Oh, he's quite right, though.
Was it? Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
When you need to be.
Yeah.
Let's take you back to your childhood now. You grew up in beautiful town, Harrogate, in the countryside, dogs, ponies, pony club. What was that like?
Yeah, well, I was very lucky. Yeah, it was absolutely fabulous. I mean, all our family rode. I mean, Piers had horse
Your brother
then.
Piers,
Yeah,
yeah.
my brother. We had ponies and things.
You still live near your mum and dad, and that's very helpful for you, John, particularly, isn't it? Because you developed MS about 20 years ago.
About 20 years, Carol, yes.
Yeah. And Claire helps you out quite a bit, lad.
She's very good. I mean, she's a very, very busy girl, as you know.
Yes.
But she always finds time to come and see us and gives a hand, you know.
Their
I
parents.
mean, she's always a great trooper. She'll always do she'll always be there. You know, when she says she'll do a thing, she'll do it, and it's totally reliable.
But you're a trooper too, because you were very proud to walk Claire down the aisle, although physically it was very difficult for you. That was 8 years ago.
Yes, it was a sort of idea I'd always wanted, and, you know, with MS, you're sort of getting worse, and my legs just at the point they were bendy but sort of hanging on. And we had a little trolley, which we'd got in these walking things.
Drinks trolley.
The real woofter with it. And they sort of they dressed it all up with flowers. I was hanging onto the trolley on one side and Claire on the other, but we made it. We got up the aisle and back.
Yeah. I had to slow you down. Do you remember me saying, slow down?
We were taking all the sort of things away from the aisles, weren't we? With them?
How much did that mean to you, Claire, on that day?
Oh, an awful lot. Because, I mean, it has been hard for Pa, and I know it is. But I remember him saying to me, you know, you better get married soon because I want to walk you down the aisle. You know, I thought, God, I better do it then.
I'm in for some abuse tonight. I'll stay in Yorkshire.
That's your career.
Yeah.
And now you're in Bad Girls, playing the character Karen, who's a good girl in Bad Girls.
Yeah.
So let's meet two friends of yours from the programme, playing Mark Waddle and Sylvia Hollenby. Please welcome Paula Pasick and Helen Fraser. There's a sort of circle to you two, though, isn't
I
there?
know.
Because you first met on Emmerdale.
Can't wait for our next job.
Yeah. Be in prison again, no doubt.
Because you were Steve Marchant in Emmerdale, and then you got married, and he did the dirty on you, and then you did the dirty on him. Is that right?
Something like that, wasn't
Yeah, I lost all the money. I had this sort of consultancy, and I used all her money and lost it. Was it 350,000 or something?
Something like that.
But it all
yeah.
went.
Now, Helen, you wouldn't exactly describe Bad Girls as a glamorous kind of job, would you?
Well, not for me, it's
She's
not.
glamorous.
Always glamorous.
No. I mean, the other girls, Claire goes into the makeup room and has it all put on. I go into the makeup room and have it all taken off. They won't allow me any makeup, but for my own sanity, I do wear a little mascara. But that makes up for the costumes I have to wear. Which are the most flattering culottes that you've ever seen.
I love those. I think those are sexy.
A-line gabardine.
Drip dry nylon.
Oh, yes.
Well, they help to give me my wet knicker walk, you see. Well, that's the way
Go on,
Sylvia
get
walks.
on to it. Come on, come on.
That before.
I didn't notice a difference, actually.
Well, let's see Karen being good on Bad Girls.
Of course, there is another way of looking at this smoking ban. You could use it to try and give up. Well, it can't be good for your health.
There is nothing wrong with my health, thank you very much. I was squash champion at my gym 2 years running, I'll have you know.
When was that?
Not that long ago.
Not in living memory, then.
I'll give you a run for your money any day.
Be careful. I might take you up on that.
Sylvia,
What?
you'll have to go home.
I'm not going home to that
Sylvia.
Get you up.
Right, that's it, girls. Come on. Show's over. Move. Come on.
Mommy. Where's my mommy?
It's a bit more than the wet draw walk.
It was. Dress for everything there.
It's very uncomfortable. That.
Well, thank you very much indeed. Paula Pasick and Helen Fraser.
Thank you. It's really good to see you, Helen.
Claire, you were an original bad girl. You were a young lady in Harrogate who quickly turned into a rock chick, turning up in music videos like this. Yeah, it looks as though you're having a good time there.
Oh, it was great fun. They were all plied with loads of drink. They were all mates, so it was great.
Now, Piers, she did have a wild streak, didn't she?
Oh, not him.
Yes, it's your brother again. You can always rely on him.
I don't know
No,
about
come
wild,
on.
that says flaming red. She definitely led me astray. She used to give me lifts into these various clubs and pubs, but on the condition I'd have at least 18 zips on my trousers and painted my face up and all sorts.
Do you know what he did? No, you know what he did? He actually got a bottle of Domestos and poured it over his head to get white hair. Then he put a chain round his neck with a padlock on it and threw away the key. And I think Dad had to get him over the vice and saw it off at some point, didn't you?
Did you really have to put him in a vice and get his
I don't know how we did it in the end. We had probably a damn big mallet and I whacked it off. So, poor chap now has got a sort of permanent...
Bit of a wild girl. Well, let's take you back to those punk days now and reunite you with two of your oldest friends from the Harrogate days. They were bridesmaids at your wedding.
No!
Oh, yes. One now lives in Greece, the other in San Francisco, but they've travelled all this way to see you.
Tried
Please
to ring
welcome
them.
Fiona Malady and Claire Piers.
I rang you, Paul said you're not back from the gallop. I texted you and you never got back to me. God, that is a surprise. Oh my God, this could be a bad night.
Now then.
I rang Claire on Sunday and her boyfriend Paul goes, oh no, she's not back from the gallop till about 10. And I went, okay, fine. I was expecting you to ring. You're engaged? No. Yeah? No.
Friday.
This is the girl that will never, ever get married.
Well, I'm not. I just got the ring.
Now, Fiona, what kind of things did you two wear when you were teenagers?
I had a very good line in designer bin bags.
We used to wear bin liners.
And did your mothers know you were going out dressed like
Well,
this?
Claire had a cool mum, but my mum wasn't very cool, so I used to go on mine in a plastic bag.
And get changed in 1 minute or something. Which is really good because Fiona's quite tall, so it was quite amusing.
Why do these two mean so much to you?
I think we've known each other for so long, and we were all at college together as well, so I guess we've been to many skiving sessions together, and we've done sort of things that our parents probably don't know about. I've just grown up with them, and we've got that sort of trust and background and friendship, and we've always been in contact with each other, so...
Well, thank you very much, Claire and Fiona. But everybody here thinks you're a star. We wish you every success in Bad Girls and whatever you choose to do in the future. Claire King, thank you for being a star in our lives.
This is DIY with a difference.
You trust us?
Yeah,
sure.
I do. These are not just home improvements, they're life improvements.
Can't believe it!
Carol Vorderman's Better Homes, next.
Emmerdale's back tomorrow at the usual time of 7, and later tonight will the new boy be an improvement on the bill at 8.